Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to this week's Midweek 180. I'm home after 2 weeks of foreign midweek 180s while I was on my trials. I am at home this week, although happy to say I'm very, very busy. Lots of cars, lots of filming to do. But if you've not seen one of these before, this is my midweek update where I bring you my news, views, and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. Now then, housekeeping from last time. So leader of the pack. Now I threw things a little bit by uploading an hour early because I messed up my Japanese time difference. But leader of the pack last week was Robert Lloyd, joining the Magnificent Seven by Sammy B155, Owen McDonald, James Fernley, Kevin DG7, Colin Billingham, and David Parsons. So whoever puts the first comment this week, you'll be my leader of the pack next week. And if you're in the top 7, you'll be in my Magnificent 7. Now, loads to talk about this week, including my new car reveal, but I've got to start off with a Formula 1 from Baku at the weekend. What an amazing race. I wasn't able to watch qualifying live because I was out, and obviously absolutely gutted that Lando had the yellow flag and didn't make it out of the first part of qualifying. And that put him in a really challenging position, but that also teed up a potentially very exciting race with him being at the back of the pack in a faster car. But the race itself, it was just mega. Lots of overtaking, lots of cars on different strategies. But the best thing for me, having been so bored over the last few years of just single manufacturer dominance, we had 3 cars battling for the win, each from a different manufacturer. And just fantastic racing. It was really nail-biting stuff. And Piastri was successful. He got his second race win, and I think his first race win was overshadowed a little bit. A few people kind of said it was almost like he kind of got gifted that one a little bit. Not this one. He worked really, really hard for that. And then Lando battled through different strategy, just a one-stopper, to get a 4th place, which was super important. But that, and with Piastri coming first, that means that McLaren are now leading the Constructors' Championship. And that's, well, that would have been the case anyway, but exacerbated by the fact that Checo and Carlos Sainz came together on the last lap, so the race was finished under a yellow flag, and that was really damaging for Red Bull, especially considering Verstappen wasn't able to get anything out of his car, really. They're really struggling, Red Bull, at the moment. So, yeah, that sets up the season brilliantly. This second half of the season, I think, is going to be an absolute humdinger. Clearly, McLaren are very fast. The Mercedes looks quick. The Ferrari's clearly very quick, and the Red Bull isn't, which is just brilliant. But I think the chances of McLaren getting the Constructors' Championship are very good. I think Ferrari will be their biggest challenger. And I hope that Norris can sort himself out. I think I've seen a few cracks the last few races. Maybe not the commitment he needs into turn 1. Maybe not quite the right strategic calls. I don't know, there's just something, whether he's thinking it too much, whether he's seen that opportunity of getting the World Championship, and maybe that's just playing on his mind. He's also got a very fast teammate in Piastri, and clearly no team orders to favour him, so it's all to play for. Very, very exciting. But the title of this video says it all. I have a new car. Friday last week, I went along to collect my new car. It's the first time I've ever been able to choose a car, choose a colour. I even delayed the collection until after the number plate change, so after the 1st of September, to make sure it was as new as possible, box fresh. So I wandered down to my local Hendy dealership to pick up my new car. There she is. Oh, my new Long Termer. Now then, guys and girls, welcome to Hendy Kia in Eastleigh. Now, if you've seen any of my Long Termer reviews or reveals in the past, I've always been a little bit more cloak and dagger about what I'm getting, or the car's maybe been under a cover. But in this one, there it is. That is my new Hendy Group Long Termer. It is a Kia Niro Level 4 plug-in hybrid in mineral blue. Now, the way in which my long-termers and the way I work with Hendy going forward is going to change a little bit for the better, because Up until now, all the long termers that I've had have been effectively demonstrators for the different brands that I've worked with since I've been doing them, Land Rover or Kia or Vauxhall or Renault or whoever. And the big challenge we've been having is just get availability of demonstrators. It's become more and more challenging getting me into different cars. And that's kind of restricted not only the choice of car, but the frequency and just long-term planning about what I'm going to be getting. So I met up with the guys at Hendy recently. We've come up with a new cunning plan. First up is I'm now getting my long-termer much more like the other brand ambassadors. I was actually able to choose that car and spec it. It's a brand new car, it has 19 miles on the clock. I was able to choose the colour and the spec. I went for a plug-in hybrid. I was quite keen to live with an EV actually, but my dream garage build isn't yet done or finished. The charger isn't installed. So just for the type of, the amount of miles I do, the type of journeys I do, I think a plug-in hybrid is a really interesting balance, and I'm looking forward to living with that. And I'll clearly make videos about it, and I'll give you updates about how I'm getting on. But what I'm then going to do to try and bring just more content and more variety is then work with the various brands within the Hendy group to review cars, but maybe just take the car, a sales demonstrator, but maybe just take it for 2 or 3 days, 4 days maybe, and create content. And if you saw my recent video with the Mazda, the little Mazda with the rotary range extender, I had that car for a week, and that video did really well, and I'm going to do that more. So the upside is I get a long-term car to get a really good long view, but I get more content to bring to the channel, different cars, more interesting cars, and it also gives you the opportunity as my audience to suggest cars that you would like me to spend some time in. And I might be able to spend time in a car for, a few days, or if it was an EV, I'd quite like to spend time in maybe a week, a couple of weeks, that kind of thing. So that's the new cunning plan. Why Kia? I'm a big Kia fan. I'm a big Niro fan. And it just so happened that was a car that there was a range of those cars for within Hendy that I was able to choose. So it's not always going to be Kia. I'm going to still go through the different brands, but for now, my new long-termer is a Kia Niro plug-in hybrid. So let's take a look around the car. I'll show you some of the details, and then we'll take it home. So let's go point of view for a bit. I'm loving the little sign. It's all part of that Hendy handover experience. This is a proper customer handover. I guess diluted a little bit because I know Kia so well. I've been in Niro and Sportage and Sorento so well. I know the infotainment system. I know how to set the car up, so I don't need a full-blown customer handover. I've spent plenty of time in this car. But the colour, the blue, mineral blue, I just think is really, really nice. I love the alloys, and all in all, I think it's a really handsome looking car and a perfect size car for what I need. It's got the ability we've got some nice space in the back for puppies, so the dogs will be able to go in there. This is a foldable parcel shelf, which I think is quite nice, because normally I take the parcel shelf out and it goes straight in the shed. So lots of space for the puppies. I'll be able to get my bikes in the back. It's just a really nice car that I'm going to be able to use on a daily basis to help me do my job, to get the miles in, to go to launches, to drive to the airport, and so on. So next thing is let's take a look inside, because it's really lovely in here. It's really, really nice in here. As I said, I spent lots and lots of time in Kia. My first Hendy Group long-termer was a Kia Sorento. I love Niro and Sportage, and then the electrified range EV9. I'm very excited. I'm going to be driving the new EV3 in just a few weeks' time. So I'm very familiar with the infotainment system, but this level 4, so it's the top spec trim. It's got all the gadgets and gizmos. I've got heated and vented seats. I've got a really nice kind of driving position, really beautiful materials. I love the little trim level, the detailing just here. It's a really, really nice place to be. I've got a sunroof. It's not full pan roof, but it just allows enough light to come in. And I think it's going to be a nice place to just do lots and lots of miles. My going forward, my plan's always to try and have lots of press cars and and give me the ability to create content. But ultimately, I also need to do lots of miles. I drive a lot going to launches, going to the airport, driving around. And it's nice to be able to do that in a car like this, where I can still give feedback over a long period of time, what it's like to live with. The thing I'm going to be really interested in with this plug-in hybrid variant is just how much all EV running I can get, what my long-term fuel economy is going to be like, and just the general living with experience. Is that plug-in hybrid daily living as good as I think it should be? I know the Sorento I had was plug-in hybrid, but I'm really looking forward to spending more time in this. Let me know what you think of my new Long Termer. I think I'll be doing a full-blown review of the car today. Very short period of time to do the handover, and I wanted to capture it so that you could see what the new car was. But once I get it home, once I've driven it a little bit, once I've done more than 19 miles in it, and actually this is the first time I've ever picked up a brand new car, that I've even chosen the colour and chosen the trim level. The Sorento I had was the only other Hendy Group Long Termer that's been brand new, but this is literally a car. And the really cool thing, I've never done it before either, is I ordered this car probably at least 4 weeks ago. So if you have been watching the channel, and you might well have worked out, the last Long Termer I had from Hendy was the Lotus Emira, and that went back a while ago. So I haven't actually had a Hendy car since then. So I ordered this, and I wanted to wait till after the 1st of September to get the new registration. I've never done that before when I've been ordering a new car as well. So it's been quite a cool experience, really. That anticipation of choosing the car, choosing the colour, and then waiting for the day when you can come and collect it. Very exciting. But anyway, yeah, there you go. Stay tuned to the channel. There will be a video coming soon. But back to me in my Midweek 180. So yeah, can't wait to start spending some time in the car. I've only driven it a little bit since. I drove it back from the dealership, obviously, and it's a beautiful car inside. Very comfortable, perfect for long journeys, perfect for the kind of driving I'm going to be doing. Now then, if you watch my video from last week about car brands struggling with this whole ZEV mandate, the video's doing really well. And I talked about the fact that VW were looking at closing some factories in Germany. Well, the latest development from that story, which is just brilliant, is VW and Audi. Obviously, they're in the same group. They're at one of the factories in Germany. Audi employees, I think led by the union, have stolen the keys to between 200 and 300 cars that are either finished or nearly finished. And they're basically not going to give the keys back until they have some clarity over plant closures. I just think that is absolutely brilliant. And I did say in my video that I thought that the unions would be the challenge for VW and their plans to maybe start scaling back on production and closing some factories and things. So let's see how that pans out. But I just thought that was brilliant. Yeah, sod it, we're going to take the keys, and then you can't move the cars. This week, in terms of video for Friday and what I've got on, the press car I've got this week is an Isuzu D-Max Mudmaster. So this afternoon I'm going to get it very muddy nearby where I live, a place called Slindon 4x4 Centre. And we're going to hopefully get some really cool shots. So that's my this afternoon's playtime. Wednesday, because I'm filming this on Tuesday, I'm going to the first drives of the Peugeot 5008. And Thursday, I'm going to the first drives of the MG ZS. So there'll be 2 videos there. And I'm not quite sure at the moment which video will be edited in time to go live on Friday. Probably the Peugeot, because I'll have time tomorrow night when I get back to get the edit done. So at the moment, I'm not entirely sure what the Friday video is going to be. But if you haven't seen Monday's video from this week, which is driving a Nissan GTR Nismo, one of the most spectacular roads I've ever driven, but one of the most beautiful roads in Japan, right near Mount Fuji, beautiful scenery, beautiful weather. And the thing everyone's commenting on is whenever I came up behind a slower moving car on this beautiful kind of mountain pass, in Europe, you'd sit behind a slow car forever, basically, until there was an overtaking opportunity. Not in Japan. Oh no, they see a nice car coming up behind and indicate and pull over and let you past. It's great. So yeah, garage news. There will be a garage video coming soon. It may be the Friday video. I don't know, because I'm waiting for a couple of things to get finished on the garage before I put the next video up. So at the moment we're getting the stairs are in, we're getting the bathroom fitted tomorrow, the bathroom's being tiled today, we're getting the kitchen fitted tomorrow. So by the time the next video comes, I want to be able to show you a completed kitchen, a completed bathroom, stairs minus the painting, and we're very, very close to getting there. Then the main things to be left to be done are doors, floor and lighting, which is all very, very exciting. But yes, so hopefully garage video coming very, very soon. But there you go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. Let me know what you think of my new Long Termer. I'm loving the colour. And I will see you on the next video, which is this Friday at 6 for, who knows, could be a Peugeot 5008, could be an MG ZS, could be my dream garage build. Which one would you like me to do? Actually, put in the comments and I'll try and edit the one that you want. Anyway, I'll see you on the next film. You take care, guys. Drive safe.